please recognize that on this farm there are many systems in place. There's a feeding system, a breeding system, a calving system, a milking system, and you can't be master of them all at the get-go. You're going to learn this whole process in steps because you want to master one before you're moving on to the next one. I don't want you to bite off more than you can chew.
We really encourage our staff to basically learn things slowly, ask lots of questions of us, and we try to model the example of how we want them to basically their behavior around the animals. We teach them and slowly turn it over to them to actually handle the responsibility themselves.
Safety when working at a dairy farm begins by wearing the correct personal protective equipment, or PPE, at all times. Different PPE may be required for different jobs. Speak with your supervisor if you're not sure of the PPE policy at your farm. Be careful around cows that are calving or with newborn calves, as they are more likely to attack. Several farmers have been killed by cows during or immediately after calving. Never turn your back on a cow with a newborn calf. If you need to assist a cow in calving and must enter the calving pen, enter the area slowly and cautiously, and always keep an escape route available. If you feel nervous about the cow, open the gate and let her out into a separate area. Then enter to assist the calf.
It's great when a cow will calve on her own, but that's not always the reality. And so sometimes a cow will need some assistance and a little bit of help. So for us here on our farm, it's really important that we're able to put them into a spot where they're not going to hurt us.
It takes a lot of practice to know how to properly assist a cow calving. It's not something I would expect a young worker or a new worker to just pick up right off the bat. It's not an easy task to get the calf out safely and then to assist the cow after and move that calf after and move that cow after, especially if you're all by yourself. It's a big job.
When lifting a calf, consider getting help from a coworker. Use a deep squat position and lift with your legs. Do not try to lift a calf using only your back muscles. When it comes to moving a calf, consider using a calf carrying device, such as a calf cart or calf wagon, if available on your farm.
Lifting calves is something that new workers quite often get asked to do, actually. Go take the calf and put it in pen number 1. And so these calves weigh 80 to 100, even a little bit more sometimes, a real big calf. But let's say they're 80 to 100 pounds. I would just say bend your knees. Get your knees down. Let your legs do the lifting, not your back. And continue to emphasize that to anyone, young or old, that's lifting animals on the farm.
When feeding milk to calves, be extremely aware and cautious of the calves' lower teeth. Finger injuries often occur when workers are bitten by the young calves. And avoid awkward back postures when feeding. Keep your back straight and squat with your legs. Bulls can be very dangerous. In fact, bulls cause over 50% of livestock-related deaths on farms. You must treat bulls with caution and respect at all times. Never turn your back on a bull. Always be aware of where the bull is. When in a pen with the bull, it is safest to work in pairs, to watch out for each other, and to distract the animal if it becomes aggressive. Always have an escape route planned.
I really feel that a new worker, a new employee should not work with mature bulls and until they're adequately and properly trained. Really needs to be emphasized on our farms that proper time is taken and a lot of experience around handling animals before they're working with a mature bull.
Speak with your supervisor if you need help or are at all unsure. Most important, never trust a bull. When administering medications or injections to cows, begin by securing and stabilizing the animal. This may mean the use of a headlock device or a cattle crush gate. In either case, make sure the animal is tightly controlled. Once the animal is secured, use a halter to hold the cow's head to the side. exposing the neck area. Use a slip knot to tie the halter. This ensures the knot can easily and quickly be undone. Read the drug manufacturer's directions before use. Administer injections to the neck area. Always dispose of needles in an appropriate sharps container. Once the injection is done, release the slip knot, allowing the cow's head to move freely. When using headlocks, avoid these pinch point zones. Simply reach around, not through. So if the cow moves its head, there's no chance your hands or fingers can be pinched or crushed.
If you're medicating a cow, first of all, she's probably in some sort of pain. She's stressed a little bit, and she's also recognizing that you're going to be giving her a needle, especially if this is the 4th or 5th day of treatment. She knows what's coming is going to hurt, and she's going to try and run away. So make sure you have a good place to confine her, calm her down, and then give the injection. And then when she's settled down, bring her back to her herd or bring her back to the pen where she's staying.
Remember, wear proper PPE at all times. Be careful around cows that are calving or with newborn calves. Use proper lifting technique when lifting calves. Be aware of the risk of being bitten when feeding calves. Never trust a bull. When administering medication, secure the animal. Read the manufacturer's directions and exercise caution when using headlocks.